What's up, guys? Okay, so today we got a lot of things to talk about. First thing first, do you like the new layout, the new logo for the stream? I'm gonna stream after recording this video, so if you happen to be online, watch the stream. Yeah, and of course do the normal stuff, sub to the channel, press the bell for notifications when I'm streaming. You can actually watch me on Twitch as well. But anyway, we got a lot of things to talk about today in this video. First thing first, the game has announced, okay, Brown Dust has announced that they are going to rebrand themselves. All right, they're gonna change the name of the game because Brown Dust. I don't know. The developers have their own reasons for changing the name or naming it Brown Dust in the first place. Um, so the Facebook post mentioned that they decided to change the name on March the 5th. Yeah, so I mean, it's not really that much of a big deal, but in a way, it's a bigger deal for us, YouTubers or streamers for the game, because um, we gotta change our layouts, our stream assets and stuff, our tags for videos. Doesn't really affect non-streamers and stuff that much. But then again, it's still a change of a name. It's a big deal. I mean, for the game itself, because um, you don't identify with it. Players don't identify with it. Um, let's see if I can show you. Okay, so this is the Brown Dust official Facebook page. Um, so they felt Brown Dust, the name was not resonating with the game that much anymore, with the story of the game and all that, and they came up with Brave 9, right? Um, if you have Facebook, go check out their Facebook page. They posted it up there. The name will be changed on March 5th. I don't think it's a bad thing for the game. We might actually get more players. New player base, new players joining the game is always a good thing. Um, I mean, I've been playing the game for like 1.5 years, so it's a long time. All right, it's a long time that I've been playing the game. Um, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I want to see how old my account is, if I can find it. Where is that achievement? Yeah, my account is 451 days old. So 451. Yeah, more than a year old. About uh, one 1 year, 3 months, almost. Yeah, but anyway, I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the game. More new players, because maybe they were turned off by the fact that the name of the game was Brown Dust. The new name, Brave 9, I just mentioned it just now. Right, so basically what's gonna happen is I have to switch my assets in the game, right, to Brave 9. And then the tags on YouTube or Twitch, Brave 9. Alright? Okay, next we're gonna go through the new units. I'm only gonna go through the 5-star ones announced in Korea, released in Korea, Ventana and Valtor. Right? Um, I think they are quite interesting units in a way, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Valtor. Valtor is a mage. If you have him, you should know he's really tanky, lots of HP. His skills are really interesting though. Okay, just observe the base stats, 14k base HP. That is quite high, alright, for a unit. Everything else is quite normal. It's not too fantastic. The thing about Valtor is his range is nice. Okay, he hits the back, right? Let me double confirm it. Valtor, because I mean, I rarely use him in arena. Yeah, hits the back. Okay, so he hits the back, and the interesting thing for Valtor is at plus 11, right? Maybe plus 10. Okay, at plus 10, every attack that he does and hits per target, I think it's per target, his HP is increased. Okay, so in specific scenarios, Valtor will have a lot of HP. Right, 65% is quite a lot, right? And then at 15, it's even bigger, it's 100%, right? Then his damage is based on additional life. Okay, so um, in a way, he can be quite useful, but he does not go through defense, so not so good. All right, so let's take 65%, 14,668 HP times 1.65. Okay, so he gets 24,000 for hitting one target. So it exponentially increases, right? And this is without vital runes, alright? So his HP will be quite monstrous, alright? The thing with this skill is you can't use it for world boss, because world boss is just one enemy, it's not a lot, I think. Either that or it's gonna be banned for use in world boss, but either way his HP is quite high anyways. Okay, first skill is just a counter with a nullify after being attacked. So he takes the damage first, then he nullifies, which is not that great. Alright, it's not a big deal, it's not a good skill. Not that great, right? But this can be useful to remove defense up skills like on Levia or Natus, where their defense increases after they cast their spell. So in a way, it could be useful, I guess, in a way, sometimes. Not fantastic. Uh, Damage reduction 50%, 20% max life. Okay, for Valtor, this is a big deal because his HP is huge. 20% max life every turn for 70 turns is pretty okay, decent. Alright, it's pretty good. The amount of HP he's gonna heal is quite high. This is the biggest thing about Valtor, I think. This health is increased. Alright, it's permanent, it cannot be removed. Each attack can stack as many targets as are in the attack range. So back row, right? Whichever row he goes on does not ignore taunt. So as a mage, that's a disadvantage. But all in all, Valtor will be a very interesting unit. Okay, you cannot dot him to death, so he's not gonna die to whatever dots in the game. Okay, it is permanent, doesn't affect him at all. So I mean, the thing with Valtor is no debuff immunity, doesn't go through defense, so this does not make him that great. Okay? This is how the helper looks like. I gotta say the helper looks really good. Um, should you get Valtor and build him? I don't think so. Okay? And then the last unit we're gonna talk about, Ventana. Ventana got her buff today, or a couple of hours ago. Plus 15. Ventana stats. Okay, base defense 5%. Okay, keep that in mind. Base defense 5%. Offense attack power 1009. It's quite good. Alright, quite good. Agility 25%. Okay, keep in mind these stats because these are gonna affect Ventana a lot. Alright, and then crit damage, not so much. Decent, I guess. Picture of the helper. Alright. actually looks identical to Ventana. Pretty nice, I guess. The sword is bigger, or pointed the other way, but okay, it's alright. Okay, Ventana skills. Ventana at plus 15 gets a big, plus 9 gets an upgrade, plus 15 gets a bigger upgrade. Alright, but I want to talk about this. Okay. So, this skill is just the same, right? You awaken is 95% armor, right? So, to herself when she attacks. So basically she gets 100% defense when she attacks. So this lasts for 2 turns. And she heals, right? For maximum HP of 50% for 2 turns. So she basically gets 100% HP back, right? 2 turns. For each turn, 50%. So what this means is she does not die to counters when she attacks. So this will be her very important skill. And having it at 95%, alright, from level 1, I mean plus 0 is like great. She'll never die to a counter. The thing with this skill is it can be buff prohibited. Okay? You can prohibit this buff from going on Ventana. Right, this is not a permanent skill. It's before she attacks. So you can prohibit this skill from happening. And Ventana will still die to counters. Okay? So in a scenario like maybe Val's chops her with her scythe, prohibits her buffs. This does not go up. Her defense doesn't go to 100%. She dies to a counter. Okay, so this is a key point that you should know. Alright. At 9, okay, so basically the same as what we have right now. 350% additional damage. This skill drastically changes, alright, when she hits plus 15. Alright. It's a very big difference and a very big gap. As you can see here, plus 9, and the next upgrade is at 15. Okay, so you notice, right? Concentrated fire and then taunt skill types, 250% additional damage. Alright, this does not go through defense, it's not fixed damage. She does get debuff immunity for 1 turn, so I mean decent. At 15, 650% additional damage times max HP. Okay, this is fixed damage. Right, as you can see the exception below. Doesn't matter how much armor, agility, shields, defense, whatever. It's gonna be 650% of your max HP. So literally anything dies except Lucius, Yuri, and probably Frisia with the Resurrect, if it procs. Okay, so in the future this skill will be extremely huge DPS for your team. It's fixed damage, alright, so goes through defense. Very, very strong, alright? But the thing with this skill is the enemy has to have a taunt. Alright, a taunt or a concentrated fire on them to be able to deal this amount of damage, alright? It's very focused on killing a taunter, alright? So we got a lot of taunters now. We got Banshina, Gran, Glacier, and yeah, probably these 3 are the big 3 taunters right now. Maybe Reckless. This is very variable, it's not consistent. So what happens is you have to have Ventana on a turn order where you can actually get her attacking the taunt. Right, so she basically is going to one-shot Glacier. Okay, because her additional damage is before general attack, which means before the normal attack, Glacier is not immune from that, so she would die. Even now, Ventana will kill Glacier, alright? Doesn't matter. She will die. Debuff immunity is the same. Now this is an interesting skill. Okay, so what happens is if you kill a taunt, alright, with this skill, alright, all her stats are increased by 100%. That is huge. There's a lot of attack, a lot of defense, a lot of agility. Alright, so it's big. So what this happens is, for 18 turns, there is a buff on Ventana, right? And this buff causes her, when she attacks, to have this additional damage on enemies of 75%. It may look like a little small, the modifier looks small, but because this concentration, whatever skill is going to be called, is going to be up as a 100% buff of all stats except HP, this damage is going to be big, and it's fixed damage as well. Okay, so it's going to be a big deal. Alright, so basically you need Ventana to kill a taunt, and then she gets this attack as well. Alright, this additional damage. So, pretty good. Alright, pretty good. I'm not sure the interaction with Glacier with this, but basically she's gonna die to this anyway. Alright, so the additional damage before, after attack, doesn't matter. Because this goes before general attack, before a normal attack, right? Glacier is still gonna die. It doesn't matter if you need this or not. This is more for dealing with units like Eden, Angelica, Dalvi, those 100% defense warriors, alright, that have no taunt. This is to deal with them because it's fixed damage, to kill them. So basically this buff needs to be up, alright, by killing something, alright, with this skill. Alright, during the bonus damage duration, alright. Lasts for 18 turns, it's not that long. I mean, early game 18 turns is not long at all. Decent, I guess, not too short as well, but so basically it's a good interaction, right? Gives her a chance to deal fixed damage to warriors with no taunts, or basically anything else that has no taunt, like a mage, like Levia, Natus, right? So pretty good skill, pretty good. Okay, this skill, agility equals to 200% damage increase. Pretty strong, right? Basically, you look at it, you know it's strong, right? So um, let's take base agility, 25%, right? And max for this skill is plus 11. It's a permanent skill, so 25 times 2, 50% damage increase, right? And as you get, again, it interacts with this skill, right? So 100% stats increase, so 50% agility, you will get 100% damage increase with this skill, if that buff is up for her, okay? Um, okay, I'm just looking through this again. None of these buffs, right, these buffs are permanent, so they can be prohibited. Oh wait, it's not, ignores. Oh, this does not ignore. Right, this can be prohibited, right? This you can't prohibit, right? This would just happen, right? Ignores. But this does not have the exception, so you can prohibit this skill from going up, right? With a Vows or her hitting Mammal, and so and so. Okay, so because this is based on agility, if you have that buff up, this will increase your damage quite a bit. Also, decreases damage taken, right? Doesn't matter that much nowadays, everything one shot, so but still quite a decent skill. And then we have this. This is not addition, it's not fixed damage. Okay, it's after normal attack. So you have before normal attack additional damage, which is fixed, and then you have after normal attack additional damage, which is not fixed damage, so it doesn't go through defense. She already has the skill right now. Doesn't make much of a difference. Alright, the percentage is a bit higher, but not a big deal. Okay. All in all, the biggest thing for me is Ventana is single tile. Right, single tile, whatever skill level. A very good taunt killer, right? But single tile, it limits your options in a way. It makes her less OP, right? I mean, granted, she can deal with Grants, with Albion buff and all that, because it ignores everything. Um, would you use her in a team? Is she worth building? Yes, if you want to kill taunts, definitely. But then again, getting her to 15 is a big investment. Alright, it's expensive. 5 companions from here to here is a big deal because it's gonna cost you quite a bit. But she's gonna be useful, alright? She's not gonna die to a counter if she's not prohibited from buffs. So very situational. I can say she is quite strong. But whether you would want to build her depends on what you already have right now, or are planning to get in the next 1-2 months, because probably this Ventana buff is going to come to us 4 or 5 months from the date of this video. Uh, so it depends on what you have, right? It really depends. If you're going to go for Eden 15 or Yuri to 15 for the unkillable skill for 2 turns, is it? I think it's 2 turns. I don't know, I can't remember. Then you don't need Ventana because Eden does the job of the damage to kill Taunters. Yeah, I mean, it's very situational, right? It's very situational whether you want to get Ventana or not to 15. But she is a very, very good DPS to deal with taunts, okay, because of just the skill alone. Just because of this, right? It makes her really good, right? This is like her best skill. But in a team, you gotta consider what other things you have in your arena lineup. So I can't really recommend everyone to get her to 15. But she is a good unit, alright? She is very good for a specific job. And then she has like added advantages based on this, right? Fixed damage is always good. In our current meta where everything is 100% defense, always really good. Anyway guys, I'm gonna end the video now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please support me, give me a sub on the YouTube channel. If you're watching my streams on Twitch, follow me there. Like and share the video, man, and leave me comments, man. Tell me what you think. What do you think of the 2 new units, and what do you think of Brown Dust changing the name, right, to Brave 9? What do you think of this change to the game? How do you think it affect the game? Anyway guys, I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this long-winded video of me. I think that's my trademark by now, but yeah. Okay guys, I'm gonna go. Catch me in my stream soon. Take care, man. Ciao.